New York City. I'm one of the spokesmodels for the HIV Stop.
And I've been HIV positive for
We're
almost
not where we
26
should
years
be,
now.
but thank God we're not where we used to
Reach
be.
you
But
and
I
let you
think
know
so.
that you are not alone out there. You never have been and you never will be.
Hello everyone, Mars here, pronouns they, them. So we are back for questions of the month. So this month, May, the question is, what effect has the COVID vaccine rollout and the reopening of New York had on our mental health? Or what effect is it having? So my answer to that is kind of twofold. As far as the vaccine rollout, I'm excited for it. I think it's major. I think it's having a major impact on society and major results as far as trying to get the number of positive COVID cases down. I think that personally, I'm kind of on the waiting train of seeing what other vaccines come out as things develop more. I'm also, honestly curious to see what longer term side effects end up happening. I'm hearing about the immediate side effects, and the longer term ones, no one really knows yet. And if so, I haven't read about it yet. So personally, I feel as though I have a little bit more research to do before I can really decide for myself if I am a person who is going to get vaccinated. But I have a lot of love and respect for anyone and everyone who is getting vaccinated and for doing their part as a part of society to say, you know what, I'm going to try. Not only so that I can get back to my life and what I like to do, but so that I can be around others, whether it be the elderly or the immunocompromised and things like that. It's definitely a weird place to be in for myself, as most of my peers are getting vaccinated due to being immunocompromised. I just have a slightly different opinion. As for the reopening of New York, yeah, there's a giant pause there because I'm a little worried, to be honest. New York's one of the more densely populated states, whether you're upstate, downstate, there's a lot going on. And I feel like the reopening needs to be done strategically. I think that it'll be good if, these establishments really do uphold their sanitation and cleanliness methods and things like that. Like most things, right? The more that you do it, the more that you get laxed on it. So I'm just worried that the longer that society stays in this, well, most people are vaccinated, right? That they'll just, these establishments will get more comfortable in going back to the old way of doing things. I'm at a point right now where I really don't socialize out in public. Big crowds, they made me nervous before COVID, but now I'd rather avoid them like the plague. I'm not into socializing and being around people in the same way, in the same capacity that I used to be, because of the anxiety around whether or not someone has COVID, whether or not someone has been tested recently, whether, who it is that they've been around. I never used to question things like that before. It's their business, right? But, when you bring COVID in from someone else and somewhere else completely different, you begin to question things in really weird ways. So I definitely think I'm going to need a few more therapy sessions before I really get out there. And honestly, things will never be normal again, at least not for me. You're talking about someone who, every time I get in my car, I've got alcohol wipes and I wipe my hands down, I wipe my steering wheel, my handles, every single time I get in the car. So my car is probably pretty clean. I have disinfectant spray. I spray my handles and things, the arm rails in my house. I spray it all. So it's going to be definitely an impact on the mental health. But I think it'll also have a positive one because we'll be able to kind of get out and breathe and get some vitamin D. And I think we're all lacking that right now. So that's my take. I hope everybody's staying safe. Remember, mask up, sanitize, even if you're vaccinated. And remember that your vaccine doesn't take effect until 21 or 28 days, depending on which vaccine that you get. So remember that. Anyway, be safe, everyone. Love you.